I'm Roxanne.
And I'm Sierra.
And welcome to An Overnight Success.
On today's show, we'll be interviewing a band named Small City Calling.
A San Diego band whose rhythmic guitar and Pacific Coast vibe is making waves in the music scene. Listeners are taking notice of their sophomore release, Oceanus, and its unstoppably catchy blend of acoustics and electronics. Now let's introduce you to Small City Calling.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
I know it's a long drive. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Jake.
Ryan.
Hannah.
So I've heard that you guys are kind of dabbling into the indie scene. Can you describe your sound for me?
Gotten from fans and stuff and local radio DJs, we get brand new a lot, kind of an inspiration that all three of us like a lot. But we really I can't narrow it down too much. We really like to draw from so many different influences, but I think that's a band that has a good example of someone that goes from both ends of the spectrum, heavy or soft stuff and everything in between.
Let's walk us through the process of making a new song, like from the idea to the actual performance stage.
Oftentimes one of us will have like a sample of music or a little guitar line or something like that, oftentimes him or Kevin, sometimes Hannah too or myself, and then we'll run with it from there. We try to flesh out at least a skeleton for a song and get it going. And we'll open it up on the computer, start laying down tracks, and we all kind of like to chime in on each other's ideas and just put everything out there and just get the best possible combination for all of us.
Now, when you start on those combinations, do you ever realize, like when you first get out there, start performing, are you nervous? How do you handle that? I mean, do you have any experiences like that, Hannah?
Yeah, actually when I first started playing music for people in the dorms, it was like weird because I didn't know anyone. And they always heard me playing in my room, but I like never actually played for them. And so one night I decided I'd play for them if we turned off all the lights and no one looked at me. So it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit more comfortable. But
One thing I think that viewers would like to know is, Ryan, maybe how do you get your music out to the whole world?
We just got online and there's this website we went through called Zimbalam, Zimbalam.com. I'm not going to try and spell that. just Google it and do your best. But basically, it costs $30 for an album if you have radio ready or high quality music recordings. $30 an album, or I think $20 for a single if you just have like a song or two you want to release. And so there's all the information you need to do step by step on that website, and there's many other websites like that if people don't agree with certain terms and clauses. But basically, we paid the fine, or not the fine, but the fee. We paid the fee, and it felt more like a fine, I guess, but no. And then they put it out on iTunes, Napster, Rhapsody, Last.fm, Sound Gorilla, Amazon. They put it out everywhere. And so, and then they let you collect your royalties, and there's like real-time charts and everything right on the website, so we could get on every day and see how many we sold and stuff.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really neat, and it allows people who have the talent and the ability to make music for free on their own to sell it and let everyone hear it like that without having to get discovered by like a producer, big head, radio label, whatever it is, I think that's a huge problem, like with the music industry today, is that so many people say, "Oh, we can't do this because we don't know anybody." But with the internet revolutionizing literally like the whole scene, people like us and our friends or whoever can get on and put a CD out.
Yeah, now that's incredible, because I know there are so many things out there that limit people getting their music out there and getting more exposure. Is that the thing that you would recommend to kids that are aspiring to be musicians?
Really, there's so many people who think that the only thing stopping them are their condition that they're in or who they know, and it really all is in your mind. If you want to do something, you can sit down and do it, and that's pretty much what it came down to. I think the people who are going to fail are the people who just say, that couldn't be me, or like the chances of me getting famous are so small. But like if you think you're good and you have a passion for something, just follow that passion.
Now, I think that leads to a lot of needing to keep the motivation going. Jake, do you ever experience those days when you really feel like you can't achieve your dreams? What motivates you to keep on going, to keep on pursuing, and really to keep focused on the task at hand?
Motivation and just what we've already done, and the people that hear the music and actually give us genuine feedback. It feels great, and it's inspiring right there. And just we try to do something every day, whether it be something really small or really big. It's just we figure if we do at least one little check mark every day, we're moving in the right direction.
Do you think it is important to have lyrics that mean something?
Alkaline Trio, I got tattooed on my arm for the reason that they write poetry, and it's just
Like Death Cab.
like bands that make you think about the big questions of life. I think that's what our music is about anyway. I'm definitely inspired by the bands that made me do that, and I'm kind of like, I think all of our music is born of these artists that we came to love, who made us think about things like God and, you know, the meaning of life. I mean, all the typical stuff that, you know, young people and all people think about. And finding a way to put it into something and make it something like a little piece of art or whatever, you know, a song or a drawing or whatever it is that your passion is, you know, and being able to reciprocate that kind of thought process.
Okay, so every time on our show, we ask our guests 5 questions called the high 5. What you're gonna do is you're gonna answer the question with the first thing that comes in your head.
The very first thing.
Only
So
one. Or
don't
2 words.
edit it or anything like that.
If you could live in any decade or century, what would it be?
The 20s.
Excellent.
All right, and what kind of car do you drive?
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Twinsies.
Mac or PC?
Always Mac.
If life's a box of chocolates, what kind of chocolate would you be?
Milk chocolate with peanut butter inside.
Oh. Okay. Now, what's one quality that you need to have in order to achieve success?
Confidence.
So we kind of want to be honest with you guys. We've never really played an instrument before.
We've sung. That's completely different in this
A
situation.
little bit different, I think.
So what we're gonna try and do is become an overnight success. Wish us
Maybe.
luck. So we learned some of their skills. Let's see how it goes.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Cut.
I think we're going to leave this to the real musicians.
Yeah, here you are.
Here you go. Thank you so much for joining us today. Until the next show, keep believing in your dreams and rock on.